Hello, friends. I wanted to share with you, I guess it's an allegory story or a metaphor. I'm not sure what we're going to call this. Please, my literature people. You're welcome to tell me what's up, but um, I know it's really hard. And a lot of people are going to watch this video and probably have some big feelings about it. It could be incredulous, it could be a little bit. Mm, who are you to tell me? Maybe sad, just maybe straight up angry or annoyed, and that's all welcome and it's okay. I say all that in I say this story in just this a loving spirit to help us figure out um, how deep the hold is on weight loss wishes and desires to have a body that again, there's nothing wrong with wanting to physically move about in the world in easier ways. But the point of this video is really just about going a little deeper inside of you. If you're feeling racked with like constant obsession, compulsion, worry, fear of rejection, rejecting yourself, feeling disgusted, feeling just really heavy and burdened, um, and like this overhead zuzzing kind of feeling of gotta lose weight, gotta lose weight, gotta lose weight. I'm not okay if I don't. And if that's your life, and that's if that's been your life since childhood, you know, I share these things because, gosh, that is so hard on your body. That is so hard to have that in the background humming all the time, and maybe not getting closer to it, but not able to hold on to it. Weight loss, I mean, and blaming yourself. And so I thought I would just give a little story. So, and I do this in sessions a lot with people. So I thought I would just offer it to you all as well who maybe don't see us individually. So let's just say that there's just a sprinkle of whatever over us. And no matter what we do, like no matter how we eat, we will be weight stable. So if you decided today that you're going to eat 0 calories, your weight won't ever change again. You will be where you are right now. Okay. But, or let's say that you ate 10,000 calories a day. Your weight will stay the same. You will not change. You will be weight stable. So you get the point here, right? So no matter what you do with your food, just say this is just this funny little exercise here. If you eat 0 or very little, or you eat to the point of every single time you have room, you eat, you won't gain weight either. So you won't lose weight, you won't gain weight as of today for the rest of your life. Now, if you underate and didn't tend to yourself, you feel pretty bad, right? You have low energy, you'd be lethargic, but your weight wouldn't change in this little fantasy land. If you ate every single moment you could be you're awake and you could be eating, again, you might not feel so great, you might feel lethargic, but you're not going to gain weight. You're just weight neutral. So your body would have the impact of not being an attuned eater to it, but you wouldn't weight change. What would you do? So just notice how you feel about this exercise, what you feel and notice inside. What's your felt sense of like, oh, if under eating or overeating didn't change my weight and I couldn't change my weight no matter what, how would I treat myself? What would I do? And typically, when I do this little story here in sessions, I get a variety of answers. Um, Most people, I'd say the majority, are gonna like, I get it. I just need to take care of the body I have and let things work themselves out. Some people say, oh, I would restrict anyway. Oh, okay. So say more about how come you would restrict, even if it would never change your body. And that would give some answers into the deeper reasons. Maybe it's beyond your body why you would want to not be attuned. And that's a very real and major reason people restrict or eat past comfortable fullness or graze eat, because they're trying to do something way beyond what's going on with the weight. They're trying to change their state. And some people, when I do this exercise, they're just not quite there to hear it yet. And they might get mad at me or mad at the situation. Um, the denial really flies up, and that happens. That's okay. And if that's what's happening to you, it's just something to notice and be really curious about, to kind of assess where you're at in this journey. Is that what I find? And the point of this video, not just telling the story, but I find that people who are willing, to say, maybe there's more to me and to my life than getting this body to be different. Maybe there's more to me in my life than using food and body changes to change my nervous system state. Maybe my body's not the threat. Maybe it's just the container for some stuff that I need to deal with and to grow and to allow this adversity to um, maybe bring me back home before all this yuck happened. So there's a lot of things to think about with that exercise. What if it didn't matter? What if you just, whatever you did, your body wouldn't change size or shape? And what if your focus was on tending to the body you have in a very respectful and loving kind of way? Who would that make you? What would that mean about you? Um, what would you give up? Would you have to give up the fantasy that if my body was different, you know, taller, shorter, um, smaller, more muscle, whatever thing you got going on for you that is like this fantasy source here. If I get a body that looks like this, then I will be, or XYZ will or won't happen to me. Whatever it is. What if you unplugged from all that and just had the space, like, oh, my body's asking for this, or my body needs that, or I think I'm going to eat for play here, and I'm really intentional about that, and it's not actually even doing me any harm, or I think that isn't supportive to my body, and I need to create maybe a strategy to shift that. It doesn't have to. Some people are like, pull the Band-Aid off, go for it kind of people, and some of us need to have little steps to go from this thing to this bigger thing. We all have a different process, and that's fine too. So, but the first step is, what if I'm willing? What if I'm willing to, like, maybe I'm not going to try to change my body. Maybe I'm just going to listen more and be more curious and see if all this heartache and noise and dread, and see if that dissipates. And the only yuck that's left is just what's out there in the world, but it's not inside me anymore. I'm free inside now. Even if the world isn't free, I'm free inside from all that. So that's what we hope for you. That's what we hope for everyone. This is why we do what we do. And I hope this message made you think. If you had big emotions about that, that's welcome. Be curious about that. If you're sad, if you're offended, what's that about um, that's for everybody else but me? That terminal specialness thing that recovery's for everyone but me, doesn't work for me. All those things, if you feel that that's the case, or you could never even think about or fathom what I'm suggesting, be curious about that. That you weren't born for this. You weren't born for this constant torment. Just because you've lived with it and you're used to it doesn't mean that your neurobiology around this can't change. It could. It's just, are we willing? Are we willing to look at the hard things and take the risk? So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next videos. Bye for now.